Welcome to the ByteToBreach Threat Intelligence Report, focused on Nigeria's security briefing. This restricted document, prepared for North Demi cyber intelligence teams in April 2026, provides a detailed analysis of a significant cyber threat. The briefing contents cover 7 key areas, from an executive summary and threat overview to strategic recommendations. We will analyze the threat actor's profile, attack methodology, a Nigeria-specific risk assessment, and defense framework. ByteToBreach is identified as a small group of 2 to 4 members with intermediate to advanced skills. Their aliases include GOD and Pentesting Limited. They operate on dark web forums and Telegram channels, utilizing VPS infrastructure in Europe for their digital footprint. The threat level is assessed as high due to the potential for significant impact, despite the actor's intermediate sophistication. ByteToBreach is a data exfiltration-focused cyber threat actor, active since mid-2025. Primary targets include the finance, government, and telecom sectors, with high-value, centralized databases. ByteToBreach operates as a small team with intermediate to advanced skills. They use various aliases and platforms, including dark web forums and Telegram. Their behavior is reputation-driven, utilizing public data leaks for notoriety, and financially motivated through dark web data sales. ByteToBreach is motivated primarily by financial gain and reputation. Their targeting rationale is focused on large, centralized databases for high-value data theft, exploiting weak security in legacy systems, and monetizing data on dark web markets. The top sectors targeted are banking, government, and telecom. The attack chain involves 7 stages, from reconnaissance to monetization. A key insight is that the group exploits weak systems and misconfigurations, rather than sophisticated zero-day vulnerabilities. The average dwell time for this actor is estimated to be 14 to 21 days before detection. Our real-world analysis focuses on the Sterling Bank Nigeria breach. The attack vector involved gaining entry via a test environment vulnerability and escalating access to production systems. The breach resulted in the compromise of around 900,000 customer records and 3,000 employee records, with an estimated financial impact of 2.3 billion nairas. The ByteToBreach activity timeline shows increasing frequency and geographic expansion. Based on historical patterns, the predictive assessment suggests the next incident is likely within 2 to 4 weeks. They are shifting toward higher value targets, demonstrating growing confidence in their operations. The analysis of tactics, techniques, and procedures reveals common attack patterns, such as exploiting public-facing applications for initial access, utilizing web shells for persistence, and extracting credentials from files. Prioritized detection focuses on initial access, data collection, and exfiltration techniques. The threat actor's toolkit relies primarily on existing, open-source tools such as Metasploit, Sliver C2, and custom SQL injection scripts. They use cloud storage and VPN services for staging and operational security. This toolkit analysis offers a detection opportunity through proper monitoring and threat intelligence integration. Exfiltration is performed via a low and slow technique over extended periods, typically 7 to 14 days. This involves HTTPS to legitimate cloud services, rate limited to avoid anomaly detection, and timed during off-peak hours to reduce visibility. A key detection strategy is baselining network behavior to flag sustained outbound cloud storage transfers during anomalous hours. The attack infrastructure starts with the victim network, progresses through a compromised web server and Europe-based VPS for staging. Data is exfiltrated to cloud storage and then published on a WordPress leak site. Disruption points include targeting VPS providers, cloud abuse reporting, and leak site takedown. Technical indicators include specific IP addresses, domains like ByteToBreach.com, and self-signed SSL certificates. Behavioral indicators show repeated database queries and large outbound transfers to cloud storage. We also identified SQL injection signatures and file hashes, such as the MD5 for sample web shells, which aid in detection. ByteToBreach's operational patterns include a short reconnaissance phase, rapid exploitation, and a longer dwell time of 14 to 21 days for persistence and data exfiltration. Psychologically, they are reputation-driven and risk-tolerant, utilizing public leaks for notoriety and monetizing data on the dark web. The activity attribution is medium, due to consistent TTPs and shared infrastructure indicators. However, identity attribution is low, as multiple aliases and operational security prevent definitive identification. The likely operating region is Nigeria and North/West Africa. The Nigeria-specific threat landscape highlights high-risk sectors: banking and fintech at 35%, government databases at 30%, telecom providers at 25%, and payment platforms at 10%. Key vulnerabilities include rapid digitization, outpacing security infrastructure, and reliance on legacy systems. Our predictive target analysis forecasts high-probability targets for the next 60 days. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, the Central Bank of Nigeria, and the National Identity Management Commission all carry a 9/10 risk score or higher due to high-value data and complex systems. The prediction methodology relies on historical target patterns, data value assessment from dark web forums, public exposure analysis using tools like Shodan, and intelligence monitoring of dark web chatter and leak site activity. The Diamond Model Analysis identifies the adversary as ByteToBreach. They target victims in the banking, government, and telecom sectors, leveraging capabilities like SQL injection and Metasploit. Their infrastructure includes European VPS and cloud storage, confirming opportunistic targeting based on vulnerability discovery. The Security Operations Center detection framework focuses on critical alerts, like SQL injection attempts and unusual database query patterns. Required monitoring tools include a SIEM platform, WAF, Network IDS/IPS, and Cloud Access Security Broker, aiming for a mean time to detect of less than 24 hours. Our defensive security measures are based on a 3-layer, defense in-depth strategy. Layer 1 focuses on technical controls like patch management and WAF implementation. Layer 2 covers access controls, including MFA and least privilege RBAC. Layer 3 emphasizes 24/7 society monitoring and incident response playbooks. The Cyber Incident Response Protocol follows a standardized 5-phase model. Phase 1 is detection and triage, followed by containment in Phase 2. Phase 3 is investigation, leading to recovery in Phase 4, and concluding with regulatory reporting in Phase 5. The Nigerian Data Protection Commission requirements mandate breach notification within 72 hours of discovery, with penalties up to 10 million nairas or 2% of annual gross revenue. Compliance requires implementing strong security measures and notifying individuals without undue delay. Our key lessons emphasize that weak systems lead to inevitable breaches, and monitoring is critical for early detection. Immediate actions include conducting emergency security audits and establishing NDPC notification procedures. Remember, cybersecurity is national security.